Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next-level tactics. From off-site and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
Welcome back to another episode of the SEO.co podcast. Today we're continuing the series SEO for Law Firms. We're going to jump in with fundamental SEO ranking factors for attorneys. You're in the business of practicing law, not optimizing websites so that they satisfy Google's ever-changing algorithmic requirements. We get that. But regardless of how you choose to handle the SEO aspect of your law firm marketing, it's helpful to have a very basic understanding of what goes into the SEO process. Here are the fundamental factors that influence SEO in search rankings. First, technical aspects. Google and other search engines, for that matter, have some technical requirements and expectations for websites. These include factors like website structure, meta titles, meta descriptions, URLs, headers, image alt text, etc. Secondly, navigation. Google is in the business of satisfying its users. It does this by sending them to websites that offer high-level user experiences. Thus, Google rewards websites that optimize their navigation to make it fast, seamless, and intuitive. Third, content. Content is the gasoline to a website's engine. Content gives the search engine something to search and provides your human visitors with information to sink their teeth into. And lastly, backlinks. Search engines find and process information by crawling websites and reading them quickly. Backlinks allow them to search websites faster and create a web of authority that tells them which pages are relevant, valuable, and authoritative. The more backlinks you have pointing to your website, preferably from other high-authority websites, the more Google values your site. Each of these fundamentals is important. Eliminating any one of them is like removing a wheel from a car. It's not going to travel very far without it. But the first two are fairly easy to address and leave alone. You'll need to monitor and optimize over time, but they don't require constant hand-holding. And the latter two elements, on the other hand, are a bit more involved. Content and backlinks go together, and if you want to skyrocket your search traffic, you need a powerful link-building strategy. So what does link building do? Search engines use links to discover new web pages and to determine how well a page should rank in their results. Link building is the process of acquiring hyperlinks from other websites. The more links your law firm website is able to acquire from authoritative websites and blogs, the more you'll benefit. The primary objective of link building for law firms are to increase, first, discoverability. Think of your website like a city, and the links that lead to it like roads. The more links you have, the more opportunities internet users have to find your website. In this sense, link building is all about increasing discoverability and driving traffic. Secondly, authority. Google is in the business of keeping its users happy. It does this by supplying people with the most relevant and useful results for their searches. Thus, Google wants to deliver authoritative pages and stay away from amateurish results that don't yield value. One of the primary ways in which Google determines a page's authority is by how many other respected websites link back to it. Link building is an investment in your website's reputation. Third, conversions. The right link building strategy targets very specific keywords that resonate with a very particular audience. As opposed to generic outbound strategies that cast a wide net, link building focuses on quality over quantity. This leads to higher conversion rates. And lastly, sustainability. The moment a law firm stops paying for PPC advertisements, all of their traffic disappears. With SEO, this isn't true. Link building is an organic method that builds upon itself and actually continues to grow over time, even if you stop investing in it. This makes it the single most sustainable strategy in modern digital marketing. Now, let's talk about the building blocks of a sound link building strategy. Now that you know why link building is important and how it impacts your ability to generate clients for your law firm, let's take a look at some of the essential building blocks of an effective link building strategy. First, quality content. Content is the glue to link building. Without good quality content, you have nothing to link to. So before you can dig too deeply into the technical and strategic elements of building out links, make sure you have a solid foundation of content, also known as linkable assets. Thorough keyword research is another one. While the days of keyword stuffing are behind us, there's still immense value in performing keyword research and developing content around the ideas and search terms that your prospective clients care about. And lastly, networking. Believe it or not, a big part of link building is networking. The more connections you have, the easier it is to secure link placement on high-authority websites that generate a lot of link juice. It's easy to get overwhelmed with all of the demands of link building, but when you break it down to the basics, it becomes much more manageable. Now, let's talk about 8 timely link building techniques and strategies for law firms. There are essentially 2 theaters of link building: link attraction and manual link building. It's important to understand each in order to truly grasp how link building works. Link attraction, which is often referred to as link earning, is all about developing and publishing pieces of content on your law firm's website and enticing other websites, bloggers, and journalists to link back to you as a resource or reference point. Link earning is by far the most natural and effective method of link building, but it can take years to see results. Manual link building is the process of proactively generating links by producing content for other publishers in return for a link. Guest blogging, which we'll discuss later, is the prototypical example of this branch of link building. The benefits of this approach is that it leads to faster and more predictable results. A balanced link building strategy will include elements of both link attraction and earning and manual link building. Here are some of today's most commonly used techniques and strategies. 1. Sticky content. At the heart of SEO and link building in particular is content creation. You need a wealth of high-quality content in order to rank for specific keywords, attract backlinks, and earn new linking opportunities. Link-worthy content is selfless. It serves the needs of the reader more than the needs of your firm, though ultimately this approach comes back to benefit the firm. Think of how-to content, engaging visuals, interactive tools, infographics, and other magnetic resources. When you develop compelling content, other websites and bloggers can't help but link to your pages. Number 2. Guest blogging. Guest blogging plays a major role in building out backlinks from targeted websites. It involves contracting the owner of a website or blog and offering to develop original content for their platform in return for a backlink or two directed at your own website. The more guest blogging relationships you develop, the faster your link building efforts will be accelerated. 3. Reddit. While far from a traditional approach, Reddit is quickly becoming an effective platform for building trust with people, interacting with users, and, slowly over time, incorporating links that add value to the conversations that are occurring within threads. 4. Quora. Much in the same way as Reddit, Quora, the popular question and answer platform, is a place where lawyers can step in and provide general answers to questions that users have about different aspects of law. Personal injury lawyers, for example, can step in and provide generic information. You obviously want to be careful not to give advice, occasionally plugging in backlinks to direct users back to your website. 5. Podcasts. Podcast link building is a great strategy that a handful of lawyers latched onto in recent years and leveraged for some pretty fantastic results. The idea that you offer your expertise to individuals who have popular podcasts by appearing on their shows. In return, they promote you in the show, marketing and advertising, slipping in backlinks to your websites. You can also generate some links from podcast blog transcriptions, which are becoming more popular. Number 6. Infographics. Infographics are a great way to do some link building. Just make sure you drop a couple of links or two back to your own website. Number 7. Haro. Haro, which stands for Help a Reporter Out, is a free service that helps reporters get content and leads for stories, while simultaneously helping users get publicity and links. It's such an effective service that respected companies and large organizations like American Express, Fox News, the AP, and other major news outlets use it quite regularly. Law firms can use it too. You can either offer yourself as a resource in certain areas of expertise, or you can search for leads that journalists currently need help with. In return for your services, you can expect quotes and links back to your website. And lastly, number 8, scholarships. One favorite link building strategy for law firms is to create a scholarship program and target pre-law and law students at colleges and universities. Naturally, a page discussing a scholarship will get picked up by top law schools. This will allow you to generate powerful .edu backlinks that are well-respected and highly relevant to your audience. And that's all we have for this episode of the SEO.co podcast. Join us next time as we continue SEO for law firms as we wrap up this series. Thanks again for listening to the SEO.co podcast, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.